Welcome back to Nightingale's Motorcycle Restorers. We're on Monday afternoon. Quick video, thought we'd do something a bit different again. I've had a few questions on chrome powder coating. Now, being a restorer, I mean, this started about 8 years ago when I sampled certain chrome effect powder coating. And it never interested me because there's no substitute to chrome. But over the years, it's got better and better. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do one of my TLR 200 frames in chrome effect, chrome. We've got some daylight outside, so once I've powdered it, you'll be able to see it and see what you think. Now, the thing is, what's different, I mean, there's not too much to talk to about powder coating, but it's electrostatic, and we only use a small volume of it, so powder runs smaller, fresher. We sieve it all, and we belt sand everything, but usually we zinc coat it in powder first. On this, with this chrome powder, what they actually want you to do, and this is another batch I've got in, this has come from America, and I've sampled it. One of my customers really likes it, so I thought I'd do it just to show you for a change, to show you I'll do a bit of powder coating. Is that you take it, you do the same thing, you gas it out in the oven for an hour, we acetone it, then we put it at blast machine, which I'll show you a photograph. Not going to go about blasting today, we've had a load of blasting and different techniques I use in workshop. And then I put it to the spray booth and I'll powder coat it, so I'll get changed in a minute in a suit and then we'll powder coat it. I'll show you when it's coated. Now it comes out like very flat grey primer. You can't believe it. Remember, I art zinking usually all my frames. I belt sand and zinc powder first. You don't have any base coat with this in powder. But what you do, it goes on to, after you cure it a lot higher now at 200, and we keep it in for about half an hour, which if I get on with this video now, I'll be able to showing you. I'll be able to, in real time, get outside and see it in some daylight, see what you think. Once you've cured it for half an hour, then you let it cool down and then you recoat it again with a clear coat lacquer. Now, the reason you do this, when this comes out the bag, and you'll see when it goes on, it's just like a grey dusty primer. It changes in the oven and then you get the effect. But if you don't clear coat it with a powder, it goes back to how it originally started off. Maybe not today, tomorrow, but a few weeks time it goes down the scale again, so the powder seals it in. And I've also tried ceramic coating, clear coat on top. Again, let's have a look. If anyone says, what do you think? I mean, I'm open. One of my customers loves it and he's had a fair few bits done off me, and I think it's an alternative. I think it's, if you're doing something up you might want to stand doing or something. If you're on the full restoration stuff, I do a lot of the, I think I might have showed you this on TLRs. Look, this one I've just done. These footrest back hangers are done in the chrome effect. The front hanger there, you can't see it in here. So I'll get changed. I'll do one. It's a bit different for you. And as I say, we're not saying it's chrome effect, but it does produce quite a good finish. This last one I've had in has surprised me, so let's do it and see what you think yourself. Okay, so you've seen some pictures, as I say, going through all the blasting procedure, but once the frame's back to this now, this is such a light finish. It's beautiful. You know, that's the same finish you could have at home to prime and top coat. That's the finish because it's been belt sanded. Because it didn't have heavily erosion on this, I could even ceramic coat that, or else go for powder coating. Now, usually what I'd be doing is I'd be zinking that frame in powder coating, taking it out, then top coating it in a colour of your choice, and I'd be taking it out and clear coating powder coating. With the chrome effect, what we're doing, we're going straight onto, obviously this has been gassed out and acetone and all the rest of it and blasted. We're going straight onto the metal base, and I am putting a zinc coating on. But we are ramping the oven up now to get up to 200. That'll be about 20 minutes. So I'll show you what it looks like. Look, you'll see it. You can see I put some powder there. So that gives you some idea how it starts off. And I've used loads of these powders over the years. For 8 years, I've probably tried 7, 8 different types. they've been working on it. But what I'm also going to do, I've got a fork leg here off one of my customers. He loves chroming, so when he sees this, he'll powder chroming effect, remember. You know, let's not get carried away. I'm doing this as if it was you looking at it, how you feel. I don't think it's bad. And I'm doing the bottom cut. So this could be a motocross bike, trials bike, road bike, anything. Everything bunged, everything taped. Same with the frame. We'll get everything bunged off, all the studs, every orifice, the caps on the steering head, which I do always to do to a half a mil under on the cap, so when you're putting the race back in, you've not got any powder coating in there. So what I'll do, right, so oven's warming up. I'll start powder coating this. You'll get a few bit of the video on it. I'll show you when it's done at that stage, and then the next stage when it goes into the oven, and then when we bring it out. And if we've got some daylight still, might be able to take it outside and let you have it, because under lighting it's not very good, but let's see what you think. Right, so we've powder coated them. So I'm showing you close up what it's like. So that's the powder, as I said, as you've seen it. Right, and that's it now, it's hit the frame. And these two other parts I'm doing. So it's electrostatic, it just sticks to it, good earthings. And basically that's it, oven's up to 200 nearly now. So I'll get these in, we'll give it half an hour. A little bit more just to get these parts up to speed. I'll open the oven, I'll be taking them out. We'll see from that to see if you can see any difference on camera. And then what we'll do, we'll let them cool right the way down. We'll powder coat and clear coat on top to protect this. We'll get them back in oven for a bit, cool them down, and let's see if we can get, while we've still got some light, and see what you think. So that's what we're going from, right? Just like primer, base primer, as if you were, you know, two-packing up base primer. Let's see what you think again. Right, so we're going to have a look in a minute at this powder-coated frame and these fork legs. Eye satin, whatever, stainless steel. Now you don't know until we get to this stage. As you can see, we're running at 200 now. We're about 5:10, running a bit late. Now my plan is that I'm going to take it out, because I said to you, I've got to let it just cool down a bit. I'll take a temperature reading. Now over the past 8 years, I must have had 40-50 hours playing with this stuff. And I think I've got a, now where when I clear coat it, because when you clear coat, with any clear coat, you lose the gloss levels. So it takes off the bit of the shine. So by playing with it and temperatures and a bit, remember, we'll do a close-up again for you. That's what you saw, the powder. Yeah, you saw it on the frame. You've seen no difference in it. So we're going to open the door. We'll see if we can just get a video. We'll keep it running now and see what we've got. And I haven't had a look in here. Can't see through. If you look close up through our glass, you can't see a thing. Look. So this is the first effect. And I'm gonna drop down by, you know, 30-40 degrees anyway, so it makes no difference. Pretty cool, eh? So we'll move that now. I'll take that out and I'll hang it to here. I'll let you see it when I've done that, and then I'll get ready to coat it with clear coat. So then I'll put it back in, we'll bring it back down. We might have time just to let it cool down. If we've still got a bit of daylight, or you've got light in here, we'll let you see what you think. So we'll go again. We'll back out the oven, we'll do your close-up. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to powder coat. I'm just going to take a temperature. Now I've done several temperatures over years, and I think I've cracked it. That's why I'll have to speed up, because we're cooling down now. So I might just do a quick video with my white powder coating over this. Sometimes it can be a queer effect here because you're seeing the frame go white and then it's starting to go gloss. This is a clear coat powder like I'd use on the 3-stage coating of frames. So we'll just let move in and see what you think up to now. And then onto a couple of bits here, then fork legs. So I'm on a bit of a time thingy because it is critical I will get these coated. So we'll come back straight away as I'm starting to do a bit of coating, get them in the oven for a period, then back out, and if they're cooled down we'll be running for about 5:30 by this time. I'll try and get, well, we've got a bit of daylight to see if you can see the finished results. Right, so we're out the oven, we're about 5:30 now. I've got the chrome effect frame and forks bottoms. I've got them outside, they're still cooling down, but they've been clear coat lacquered. You saw the clear coat going on, it turns it to white, it's a funny effect. And we'll have a look, see what you think. I mean, as usual, we're based in Scarborough, North Yorkshire, 01723 370399. You can always drop us some comments, which we appreciate, and subscribe, which is fantastic. We've got a few new subscribers on, and a few more of the motocross boys coming on. So as I said, this is a product to show you, which, no, it isn't chrome, but let's see what you think. And close up, we'll do some more pictures as well as the video, and let's just have a quick look. So we've still got a bit of light. We'll show you this bit, this frame, the fork bottoms, and see what you think close up. Again, if you've got anything for me to sample, but I'm quite impressed with it. I mean, one of my customers loves it, so have a look. As you can see, the finish, I've got no orange peel, nothing at all, nothing. Considering the frame, we've got no zinc on, so yeah, it's another thing to show you, another thing a bit different. You know my processes with blasting and that. So again, till the next one, I hope you've liked this one. Cheers.